Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another video for you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Donations.
Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So we got another top 10 list of the reasons why most black women have the lowest marriage rates. So I did this video a little while back with a different list, but this is like another list that's going viral. And I want to share it with you guys, and just make sure you chime in the comments. I want to know what you think of this list. Is it accurate or is it BS? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So number one on the list is nasty attitudes and disposition. Baby, how many times do we have to say it? There are a lot of combative women out here who don't know how to talk to individuals, who don't know how to treat people. They have a nasty attitude. Their disposition is standoffish. Number one is definitely something we see all the time. We do see a lot of women with these attitudes and entitlements. They look at you like you smell funny. They turn their nose up at you because they think they're better than average men. They think they're better than the most average black man. They look down on you. They really have this sense of entitlement, Lord, and especially if they have a degree or multiple degrees, or they make a little bit more money, they don't want you nowhere near them. So that's definitely a fact. There are a lot of women who think that they're better than men and they act accordingly. So definitely the nasty attitude and disposition is definitely something that exists, and it's part of the reason why a lot of these women will never get married or have stable relationships, because nobody wants to deal with that. Number two says uncooperative and can't follow leadership. How many times have we talked about this? How many times we talk about women who say, I want a man who can lead. And then at the same time, you hear women say they left relationships because he was too controlling. He tried to tell her where to go. He tried to tell her what to wear. He tried to, he tried to lead you in the right path, but you didn't want that. So you call that controlling. That's a controlling man. He wanted to control the things that I was doing, and you couldn't have that because you want to do what you want. Well, if you want to do what you want, then you need to be by yourself, and you can't say that you want a leader, because leadership comes in many different ways. It's not just the ways that you want him to lead, but the ways that he feel necessary in order to keep you safe, in order to make sure that his house is in order, and amongst other things as well. And a lot of these hyenas, as Crimson Curewoods call it, are out of line. You don't want leadership because you want to be the leader. You want to do whatever you want when it suits you. And he's supposed to just sit there and take it. But then when you want him to pop out and show somebody where you need him to be like the leader, that the way you see leadership in your mind, that's when you want him to do what you want him to do. And it doesn't work like that. And I think women don't understand that. They don't really understand the full concept of what a man leading the household looks like. And when they do see it, they call it controlling. So we've already debunked that idea that these women don't want leadership. You want a man to follow your lead. You want to be outside 24/7 whenever you want to be, doing whatever it is that you want to do, and you want somebody to sit there and just accept you because you have a vagina. It doesn't work like that. That's not what good leadership would look like. So that's definitely a problem, and that definitely plays to why a lot of our women are the least married. Number three says too masculine while lacking femininity. We know that's the truth all day. Tattoos everywhere, aggressiveness, just masculine, trying to be like a man. Some of these women even posture themselves like a man. They even sit with their legs open. They leaning over and talking like a dude. I mean, and they've taken this on because they have jobs or they have a business. They're saying that, oh, because they have to work, that it's making them masculine. And I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think that's just a part of who you are because of the way you were raised. Majority of us were not raised to be feminine, submissive women and wives. We were taught to be independent boss chicks, to take care of yourself. And because you're taking care of yourself, you take on that masculine role. You don't know how to be feminine. It's something that you were raised and taught how to be. So it's ingrained in you. Number four says she became a baby mama first. Oh my God, we have a single mother epidemic. So we know that's the truth. And most men don't want to date or marry single mothers. Number five, disproportionately obese. That's a rampant problem. Obesity is a huge problem in this country. So yeah, we got a lot of women who are overweight and they think they fine and they think they, thick and fluffy, and they think men want that too, when men are saying we want more fit women. We want women to have our kids. And if you are already 300 pounds, then, when you have a child, oh my God, it's going to be a struggle for you to get back to a decent weight. So a healthy weight. They don't want you to be unhealthy. They want you to be healthy. So there are a lot of women who are overweight and they don't really want to do anything about it because they're fine the way they are. They don't want to make any changes. So you should be able to accept them as they are. But they want you to be fit and 6 feet and 6 figures and all of these things, but they're not willing to do what's necessary to get themselves to a point where you would be interested in them. No changes on their part, but all of the changes on your part. We say that all day, every day. Number 6, overall poor ethnic image. We look at women dressing provocatively, looking like 304s out here in the streets, wearing their bodies all out, don't have any real decency or respect for themselves. They just put themselves out here and they think that this is cute and that men and everybody's supposed to look at them in the highest regard and respect them. You have to earn respect. It's not just given. You can't walk out here looking like trash and think people are supposed to look at you as something special and something important. But a lot of these women have conformed to this whole video vixen look, these rappers wearing nothing but bodysuits and all your body hanging out, and they don't see anything wrong with that. You don't see anything wrong with the way you look. You think that that's okay, and everybody's supposed to respect you and treat you other than what you present yourself as. It's crazy to me. You want to walk around and look like a 304, but you want them to treat you like a decent, respectable young lady. And that's just hard to do because you got to respect yourself for others to want to respect you. You can't just think that somebody disrespect you because of the way you look. Well, they treating you like what you look like. You got to understand that your image is important, and it's important for you and others as well, because the way you present yourself is how people perceive you. And if you don't want to be perceived as something that you're not, stop dressing the part. Number 7, too many embrace 304 culture. That goes into what number 6 is. I mean, they're just walking around thinking that that's cool to have all your butt cheeks out and your boobs out and tattoos all over your face, all over your arms, legs, chest, everywhere. Men are looking for women to be mothers to their children and be wives. They don't want somebody looking like, you just for the streets. Your image is everything. So if you care about who you are, who you represent, how you are portrayed out in these streets, you definitely have to worry about how you present yourself and what you look like. You can't just go out here thinking that it's okay to look like this and everybody's supposed to just be your knight in shining armor, and men and then these women out here worried about men not approaching them because these men see right through y'all now. Number 8, can't take constructive criticism. I said that before. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell a black woman nothing. Anything you tell her is bashing. How are you going to learn and do better if you don't want to hear what people have to say? It's not saying you have to listen to every single thing that anybody says, but you can take the things that make sense and apply them to your life and make some changes and do better. But if you don't want to make any changes, you don't want to hear anything outside of what you've been entrenched in, well, you're going to just stay there, and that's going to yield you single, lonely, bitter, depressed, and confused. Number 9 says allegiance to the sisterhood. Child, we know that's a hot mess. And number 10 says lack of respect for black men all day, every day. Lack of respect for black men is a big one. Allegiance to this sisterhood that gets you nowhere is a horrible hot mess. It is not beneficial whatsoever because the sisterhood is fake. A lot of these women are in competition with each other. They don't really like each other. They bash each other every chance they get and then smile in each other's face and act like they sisters and they cool. I'm not with the sisterhood because I know it's a bunch of BS. And the lack of respect these women have for black men is evident. They think these men are beneath them and they don't want to have anything to do with them, but they don't want to have anything to do with them if they're not financially stable to the point of where they want them to be. But when you're looking for somebody to protect you on the streets, you don't care which man show up. You'll take them then. You'll accept them then to run to your rescue. And it's a sad shame because it's like you use them. They're only good for when you need them. And then when they done helping you, you toss them back to the street because they dusties again. Baby, once again, y'all got to do something different. You got to really get yourself together if you want a different outcome. If you don't, keep doing that because ain't no man gonna take you seriously or want to be with you for real. And if that's what you want, you definitely gonna have to make some changes. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.